Former ANC President Thabo Mbeki will address ANC leaders in KwaZulu-Natal this morning on what the party calls a political school on renewal. It forms part of the party's program of renewal and rebuilding after the organization recorded a major decline in votes in May 2024 general elections. Now, this engagement is meant to provide ANC members and leaders with clear guidance on what must be done to regain the public's trust. Newzroom Africa's Pilar Mthembu is in Durban for us ahead of that engagement and joins us live. Pilar, having someone like former President Thabo Mbeki part of the renewal project today, it speaks volumes, I suggest, in what the ANC is trying to push forward in regards to, as we've mentioned, gaining that public trust. What is the significance of today's event?
Absolutely, Veronica. Good morning to you. This is actually being hosted here in Durban in KZN, and you'd recall that this is where the ANC really fell short when it comes to the expectations of the voters' support in the May 2024 elections, achieving just below 17%. Now, this had also called for clearly the party to ensure that it's actually work around regaining the public trust, and hence there is going to be former party president Thabo Mbeki who is going to be addressing the leaders, which are party leaders, as well as the members which are going to gather here, and essentially giving them a guidance with regards to how they may go on about this. We also did hear, you'd recall, from ANC national spokesperson Mahlengu Bengu Motiri saying that the party is currently not in a position to withstand the challenges that it actually faces. But now you'd actually wonder, is this engagement going to assist? How much really does it go, or how much do they really have to do in order to regain the public trust? And that's if also the relationship that the party has with the public is not irreparable. I'm going to bring in to the conversation now Kwazi Mshengu to speak to us basically ahead of this particular program. Thank you so much for your time. If you may first begin here, this particular program aims to assist or give guidance to the leaders of the ANC in terms of ensuring that they gain the public trust, taking into account that there are the elections coming up next year. Do you foresee this particular program working for the ANC?
Definitely, it will add more value in terms of the ANC's renewal project and the recovery plan. As we know that in the nature of all revolutions, there will be ebbs and flows. And currently, the ANC is going through difficult times. But we will definitely emerge out of this. And for us to emerge and really assume the better position in terms of leading our society and the public support, we need proper leadership that will be able to stand the test of time and be able to regain the confidence of the masses of our people. So this is one of a number of programs that are organized by Political Education, which are aimed at increasing the level of consciousness of our cadres, but also equip them with the tools of analysis so that we are able really to be at the helm of the analysis of conditions as they unfold in our country as well as in the world.
And of course, what had discouraged voters on the last elections to actually show the party this kind of support that you had known for years is mainly members of the ANC being, implicated in corruption, as well as their dissatisfaction when it comes to service delivery. Looking at regaining the public trust, obviously there's going to be have to be a lot of improvement in those key areas.
Look, there are a combination of factors that really we think discourage people from voting in their numbers. There are those which we say are objective factors, such as the slow growth of our economy, which is unable to expand in a manner that creates a number of jobs. But also there are internal weaknesses in the movement, which we are attending to. So the combination of those factors, in our view, led into the decline in the public support. That is why we are doing everything we are able to do now to make sure that what we present in the public is credible, both in terms of cadreship as well as leaders, but we are also able to dissect the objective factors that contributed in our decline. How do we make sure that the economy grows in a manner that is able to create a number of jobs, to absorb as much people as we can? But equally, we are quite aware that there are forces that are hard at work to make sure that they destroy our economy, they destroy the ANC as well as the revolution itself. That is why part of the things that we're going to discuss here is the impact of the counter-revolution in affecting the revolution itself.
Yeah. What are these forces that you speak of that are out there to destroy the ANC?
You know, there are a number of things that you see that are orchestrated. Like, as I'm saying, to make sure that the economy does not grow in a manner that it's supposed to be. The weakening of state institutions. There's been a number of reports in the public of how institutions of state that support democracy have been hollowed to achieve a particular agenda, which is basically about weakening the revolution itself. So these are the things that we should be looking into to say, how do we avoid the repeat of such things so that we regain the public confidence? So
orchestrated by who, do you know?
It's difficult to obviously pinpoint a particular person or an entity to say this, but in any revolution, it's given that there will be those who are opposed to it. And these are the people that we call counter-revolutionary forces.
But is the ANC taking some sort of accountability, though? I'm hearing you speak of some sort of orchestration. Is there anything that you feel there's accountability that you need to take off?
Definitely. We do take accountability in certain failures. That is why we're saying we're also looking internally as to how best can we ensure that what we give to the public is credible, what we give to the public inspire confidence, and the leaders that have capacity really to rise to occasion. How to deal with issues of corruption, whether perceived or real, the ANC must confront those issues, because we don't want to bury our heads in the sand and pretend as if everything is right in our society, insofar as how they view the ANC.
And before I let you go, there are other parties. I'll bring in the MK party, which had torn through the support structure of the ANC on the previous elections. Do you foresee their existence also having some sort of an impact when it comes to the support that you're anticipating for next year?
Obviously, the MK party did have a negative impact in terms of the support base of the African National Congress. But we are quite certain that going into the next year's local government elections, we'll do better than we did in the past. We have accepted our mistakes, we have seen our blind spots, and we are working forward to ensure that we recover the ground lost.
Thank you so much for your time. That was Kwazi Mshengu speaking to us there, Veronica. Firstly, really giving us a sense of what they make of this particular program, which is going to be underway in like the next couple of minutes. Really, it was supposed to start at around 9 o'clock this morning. But what we also do know is that former party president Thabo Mbeki is going to be addressing these members and the leaders in the afternoon. So that is around like 3 p.m. or so. We're going to have to wait and see really how all of that is going to go and what the party really makes of having them being addressed by former party president Thabo Mbeki, which is something they see as a big deal. Would it work for the ANC? Would it, help the party achieve what it hopes to achieve in terms of regaining the public trust? Is it going to be an effective interaction? I guess only time will tell. Veronica, back to you.
Thank you so much for your time. Pilam Tembu there out for us in KwaZulu-Natal.